Okay, in the dark, I feel the guy with the backwards hat and the cut-off sleeves is the guy playing goblins.
You're wrong, actually.
I'm wrong, really?
Yeah.
That guy totally looks like a guy who
He
would be
does
playing.
look like a goblins player.
Yeah, Morgan Burks is playing Bant. Okay, I guess I could see him playing Bant, but wouldn't you think this guy is just like, oh, goblins, goblin guy, right?
Sure,
Maybe. All right, so that's pretty much the top 8, and wow, they're already getting into the game. So
Morgan leads things off with a Noble Hierarch.
All right.
One of the best 1-drops ever printed.
oh, really? Just a Mout and go?
And no lackey for him.
No anything. No Ether Vial either? What kind of hand do you think he kept? Maybe with like...
Bad one?
I don't know.
You never know. It
Maybe
could
it's
be really
like,
good.
Maybe it's like multiple pile drivers. Maybe like a sharpshooter. So he knows like it's pretty good versus Morgan's deck.
Mm-hmm.
And like some War Chiefs or something. So tweet it at us if you have any comments on the game.
Really good.
Yeah. I mean, War Chief's good. It's a little slow sometimes. You know? It's much better when you... Oh, wow. It's just like a turn 2 Geist. Geist is so good.
Yeah, that card's insane.
Yeah. So, let's see what Tom has to answer this. I mean, that Geist is going to attack next turn. What happens with the Exalted? Does it get the bonus and then the...
I think it gets the trigger because it attacks alone, right? And then you can stack the triggers because Exalted will trigger when it attacks, and the Angel thing will trigger when it attacks.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the Goblin Tinkerer.
Yeah, for you guys, if you don't know, it for 1 mana, you're able to kill artifacts, but the artifact's casting cost will deal damage back to the Tinkerer. So it could kill like Chromoxes, kill Lotus Petals, kills
LEDs.
Yeah, other people's Ether Vials. All right,
Boxes.
there's a Quasali Pride Mage.
So it's 8 damage.
Yeah, that should be 8. As long as the triggers work that way, which I think they do. And wants to do everything officially. There's that Angel coming into play.
Yeah, Tom's gonna fall down to 12 here.
Yeah, when I attack with the Geist, I don't even put the Angel in play. I'm just like...
Yeah, I just turn it sideways and like, you know it's there.
Yeah, and then they forget and you get in trouble for it. I'm like, oh man. So yeah, Tom's in really bad shape here. I actually thought that Goblins would just be much more explosive than this.
Yeah, I thought the Goblin deck would do really well against Bant.
Yeah, like not even a Pile Driver. At least Pile Driver could like hold back that Geist somewhat.
Well, yeah, I mean it could like block.
Yeah, hold it back halfway.
They just like bump together. Like
yeah, just because Pile Driver has protection from blue. Yeah, so I would really like to see like a turn 1 Lackey. Yeah, so the triggers do work that way. And he's tapping 3 mana. Might be. What do you think he's gonna fetch up with this Matron? Be like Ringleader, Sharpshooter, War Chief. I guess it depends on his hand. It could be anything.
Yeah, it really depends on what's in his hand because we don't know. Right
now. Yeah. I mean, I could even see like a War Chief. Okay, there's a Pile Driver. Tom's shuffling up his deck. So somebody thought that the mana symbol hoodie gave it away.
That he was the Goblins player?
Yeah, but I mean the first mana symbol you see is a Plains.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it's kind of like the reverse. All right, so Morgan has access to 5 lands now. Well, 5 mana at least. Oh wow, Umazao Jitte.
That card's good against Goblins.
Yeah, he's just gonna put that Jitte on the Geist and he's gonna bash in again. Now that Tinkerer would have been able to kill that Jitte, but I believe Morgan's probably going to shoot down that Tinkerer before Tom has a chance to untap.
I would guess that that's true.
Yeah, so I probably see Tom chumping with his Matron here. And he did just that. So Tom will fall to 8 life, and that Goblin Tinkerer will hit the bin. And Morgan's probably going to just pass the turn here. So yeah, game 1 has just been kind of lopsided in Morgan's favor. Tom untaps. What can he really do here? He can maybe play like a War Chief and a Pile Driver. That doesn't really do too much. That might be his best play. Maybe he could do something with like a Skirt Prospector and try to get a Sharpshooter going, but instead he just plays a Goblin Pile Driver. Not really looking too good here. And he just passes the turn? This Goblin deck looks a lot less impressive playing than
goblins.
Yeah, on paper it's just all goblins and ether vials. So there's a Brainstorm by Morgan.
He must have the hand with a lot of lands in it.
Maybe maybe
like
just
one or two drops.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much know what you're playing against.
Yeah, I mean they got to see each other's deck lists.
Maybe he just thought this band deck wouldn't come out as quick as it did. You know?
Maybe he like underestimated it.
Yeah, that could definitely be an option.
Morgan can just move the Jit over to the Pride Mage and then attack with the Geist and the Pride Mage.
Yeah, I think this is a good time to attack with multiple creatures here. So, because Tom's probably just forced to block the Geist anyway.
Yeah.
And even if the Geist is only a 2/2, it's still bigger than the Pile Driver.
Yeah. And the Pile Driver is protection from blue, so he's not going to get Jit counters if he attacks with the...
Exactly. Because there's no damage being dealt.
Yeah. He's brainstorming again.
If Morgan has like a plow here, that would be really good. He would just like win this turn.
Yeah.
Is that a plow in his hand or no?
I don't think so.
I feel like he would just instantly cast it. All right, so he takes your line of play, which I like.
I like this play too.
Yeah, someone else tweeted in about him keeping that hand of just a turn 2 Tinkerer, turn 3 Matron. Just doesn't really do anything. I mean, this Goblin deck can get explosive draws. It can get like turn 2 War Chief, turn 3 kill you. So yeah, I mean,
you can just go like Lackey, you're dead.
Oh yeah, Lackey. Yeah, I mean, you don't need 7 cards if you have Mountain Lackey.
Yeah.
You really only need like 3. You need Mountain, Lackey, and an expensive Goblin. And he has 2 Siege Gangs in his deck. That's one of the better goblins to put into play. All right, so Pile Driver hits the bin, and
Tom falls to
2. Yeah, and Tom scoops it up. All right, so looking at Tom's sideboard. Well, before we get into the sideboard, you know what we should do?
We should probably ask a question.
Yeah, we'll give away 3 months premium to the winner who knows the answer to the following question. Now, I have my question locked up for the Gen Con badge because it's going to be a very, very difficult question. So I think it would only be fair if you were to ask the first question for the 3 months preview. Unless you want me to. Good. It's up to you. I'll give you like 5 seconds to decide.
Do I already know the question you're going to ask for the thing? Is
that
the question we talked about
for the finals. So why don't you ask him for this one?
I was going to...
Yeah, I remember...
I was about to ask you guys the question that he had saved up.
Everybody at home, make sure you guys tweet into SCG Premium when you know the answer.
All right, so my question is... earlier today, we were opening packs, and Gerard opened 2 Mythic Rares in the same pack.
Oh wow, this is tough, but I like it.
If you can tell me either of those Mythic Rares,
wow, okay,
it's good enough.
All right, so wow, this is tough. All right,
I just need one of them.
I showed the camera. I showed everybody at home. So if you guys were watching,
we talked about it.
Yeah, we did.
I've mentioned it since then.
This might be tough, so we'll see. We'll see who gets it right. This is actually good because if not many people get it right, you have a much better chance of winning 3 months premium.
If you've actually watched, you know.
So that's good. All right. So the Goblin player, let's see what he's actually going to bring in. He's definitely going to bring in Pyrokinesis.
Definitely.
You know, he wants to take out those birds. He wants to take out the Noble Hierarch. He wants to, get into a situation where that Mother of Ruins is tapped. So I think there's a good chance that he'll bring in Pyrokinesis. Also, Stoneforge Mystic he wants to try to take out before it could... Because it's pretty much free. It's the Red Force of Will, some people like to call it. I actually just made that up. Does anybody call it the Red Force of Will?
I mean, it kind of is.
It kind of is. What do you think about Blood Moon here? Pretty good? Not that good? I mean, he only has 2 basics.
I mean, it's got to be good. You have to bring it in.
Yeah, I think you have to bring in. I think you have to bring in the Blood Moons and hope that you could just keep Morgan off of his Noble Hierarchs. I mean, he has 4 Noble Hierarchs, doesn't have any birds, so we'll see what happens there. What do you think your guys got to bring in? What's Morgan bringing in against Goblins?
I don't know. Sideboard does not look very well equipped for the Goblins matchup. He may want to bring in Enlightened Tutors so that he could be more aggressive about finding his Batterskull and Jit, but I can't really see that being like this thing. Do you want Canonist against Goblins?
Canonist? Canonist is like... No, I don't think you want to bring Canonist against Goblins. Why do
I
you
don't
think?
know. I mean, I'm just trying to think if there's like anything he really wants.
Why just to like kind of slow him down and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I think he has to take out his feast and famine, so maybe he just brings in a canonist.
You think so?
Yeah, you can just like trade with a pile driver.
Yeah, he has like nothing in his sideboard.
Yeah, he has nothing for this matchup.
Like there's like a Stony Silence to stop like the Ether Vial, but that seems kind of loose.
Yeah, and I mean, like, canonist trades a pile driver.
What was that?
Canonist trades a pile driver.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Okay. And it's an early guy to maybe block a lackey. But I feel like the Goblin player has a much better sideboard. As long as dude, that hoodie's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that hoodie.
Yeah. So Morgan, it's actually pretty awesome. It's winter. It's still winter, right?
Yeah, it's winter.
And Morgan's just wearing a sleeveless tee.
Yeah,
it's
awesome.
it's a muscle tee, and why not? So I think, are they resolving
Kind of
Mulligan?
looks like a Kasali Pride Mage.
He
Anyway, right?
actually does. Yeah, he does look like.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely. That'd be awesome if.
If I looked like a Magic card, I would definitely play a deck with that Magic card in it.
Yeah, if they had a big event on Halloween and everybody had to come dressed as your favorite character, I think so many people would come dressed as Jace. Just like wear like a hood, put the hood up, wear like a blue hoodie, wear a Star City Games hoodie.
Hey, I'm Jace.
Yeah, but I do like that Magic Mana symbol shirt, and if Tom tells me where he gets it from, I would, So with that logic, Kibler looks like Elspeth, does he?
No, I wasn't saying that people look like Magic cards they play. I was saying that people should play Magic cards that they look like.
But does Kibler look?
The inverse. I wasn't.
Okay.
implying That's
Okay. I was thinking like, what does Elspeth look like? But she's a girl, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's definitely a girl.
All right. Cool. Yeah. So you guys are tweeting in, and some people got it right, some people didn't get it right. All right. So off to the game. Tom leads
By
with
that logic, I should play Veteran Bodyguard.
Tom leads with a mountain, and Morgan has Savannah and a Mother of Ruins. I'm really surprised that Tom just never has a 1-drop. Like Goblins plays a decent amount of 1-drops, and that's what Goblin wants to do. They want to go 1-drop, they want to go pile driver, they want to kind of curve out. He doesn't have a 2-drop either, and
He just ports him.
yeah, but I mean Mother of Ruins now being active is tough for Tom to deal with.
Yeah.
Burks can make combat. And obviously, Morgan's not going to attack with that Mother of Ruins. 1 point of damage is nothing compared to keeping that Mother around.
Yeah,
Mother of
the
Ruins.
Mother of Ruins now is just this unreal wall.
Yeah, it's definitely good, and it will also protect his other creatures.
Yeah, from incinerators and
Pyrokinesis.
sharpshooters and pyrokinesis.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe Tom kept the hand with like Blood Moon.
That'd be really good.
Yeah, Blood Moon will make Morgan, unable to cast most of his spells, and it would just really, really slow Morgan down. And the only answer Morgan really has to the Blood Moon is the Qasali Pride Mage, but how is he going to cast it with only mountains in play, for the most part?
He's not going to be able to.
Yeah. All right. So there's a
Even
pile
though he
driver.
can fetch up a single basic,
Yeah.
it's not going to be good enough because almost all of his cards cost 2 colors.
Yeah. He has 2 basics. He has 1 plains and 1 forest. Not playing any islands, just because blue's a lighter splash.
Now, do we think he's just going to get a...
Now he's gonna get a Tundra.
Okay. Gets Tundra.
This might mean that he does have one of his 3 Geist in hand, and Mother of Ruins Geist is really good. So
It's really good.
Geist is already untargetable. There's a plow in the pile driver, but Geist never dying in combat is even better.
Tom goes up to 20.
So Morgan draws his card for the turn. Let's see if it is a Geist.
It is.
All right, there's a Geist. That's a very, very strong board presence from Morgan. Tom hits his 4th land, and there's a Goblin Ringleader. Tom's gonna have
That's
to
a
get
big game.
Yeah, he's gonna have to get really lucky here. He's probably gonna have to go 4 for 4 to. Oh, there's 1. All right.
It's a pretty good one.
All right now. Ooh, only hits 1.
That's a pretty rough flip for Ringleader.
Yeah, it is. So he loses Ether Vial, Wasteland, Arid Mesa, and he ends up collecting only a Jump Pop Incinerator and puts it in his hand, and that Ringleader can't attack. It would just be eaten by that Geist, and Mother would protect it. So there's Morgan's 4th land. When you see this matchup on paper, you have to think Goblins It shouldn't be playing out like this.
It should not be playing out like this at all.
I think maybe Tom just is not didn't mulligan aggressively, or maybe he thought his hands were okay, which I can't really blame him because I'm not one to mulligan a lot. But all right, here's another Mother of Ruins. I don't really know what Tom could do here. Tom could play a War Chief followed by a Sharpshooter. That would be okay. Take out both mothers, as long as it resolves.
Yeah, really Pyrokinesis would be really good.
Yeah, Pyrokinesis would be less good.
I mean, I wouldn't.
I mean, regardless, that Geist is sticking around.
Yeah.
Which is definitely trouble.
Do another ringleader. It's a lackey and a chieftain.
Yep. Yeah, somebody tweeted in Morgan has 1 forest and 1 plains in his deck. But I mean, if a Blood Moon came out right now, it's what is he gonna do?
Yeah. He's just gonna have to attack for 6 a whole bunch.
Yeah, I'll be very surprised if Tom did not bring a Blood Moon.
As would I.
Yeah. So. All right, so he just passes the turn. Ringleader got him two goblins this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean Morgan's just gonna keep bashing him with the Geist.
Siege your Stoneforge Mystic too.
Really? So his hand is Stoneforge and Plow. Is that correct? All right. So Geist and Angel swing in. I don't even know if Tom blocks. I mean, him just blocking is like saving 2 damage and taps one of the Mother of Ruins. So it doesn't really do too much.
All right. So Tom's taking 6.
Yep.
He's going to head down to 10. Let's see what Morgan has here for second main phase. It's the Stoneforge Mystic.
All right.
And what do you think he's going to grab here? You think he's going to get a Batterskull, or you think he's going to get Jit?
I think he'll probably get Jitte.
Yeah, with double Mother of Runes, Jitte seems pretty good.
Yeah. But he might get Batterskull. Yeah, not Jitte, yeah. That was my initial reaction. So,
yeah, I think Jitte is the right card here. Yeah. Like you're playing against goblins, and you have double Mother of Runes.
Yeah, the Mother of Runes are just really strong. And I can see him just casting the Jitte now. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you want to, sneak it in with Stoneforge, but
normally it's when they're playing like blue decks.
Yeah, with Spell Snare and stuff like that. So, oh well, he had the Ooze to play this turn. So,
okay.
Yeah, it's always better to play out your creatures than your equipment for the most part, unless you're playing around a Wrath of God type effect.
Mm-hmm. Or if you're, like equipping the same turn or not.
Yeah, exactly. So, I feel if Tom just like drew like 7 cards right now, he would still, I could still see him losing this game.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, Tom's only on 10 life, so he's gonna need to have just I'm not even sure what he could do. Well, he's tapping a mountain, so that means he probably has at least 1 spell in his hand.
Lots of ooze this weekend.
Yeah.
Scavenging ooze.
The
Predator ooze.
Yeah, the indestructible ooze.
Necrotic ooze.
Yeah. So maybe there'll be an ooze deck. Like ooze the boss.
Whose deck is this?
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah. That could be okay. All right, so Tom plays Goblin Lackey, which he got off the Ringleader the previous turn. Not really doing too much here. And it's just looking bad for Tom.
Yeah,
so
I mean, it looks pretty miserable.
If this match ends in the next 2 turns, which I think it probably will, we'll announce the winner for the 3-much premium, and we'll try to go to another match and see what we could actually get you. We probably won't be able to get you the mono red match, well, the mono red burn deck, because it's mono red burn, and it usually finishes faster than goblins. All right, there's an ether vial, doesn't really do too much, and Gen Palm on the Stoneforge Mystic. So he gets to deal 2 damage to the Mystic and draw a card from the cycling, but Mother's gonna protect it. And so he's just going to draw a card. I feel like Tom maybe forgot about the mother or just wanted to draw a card. I'm not sure. Either way, it's bad. So.
Yeah, I mean, there are 2 mothers. It's kind of hard to forget about.
I mean, it's at this point, it's kind of.
Yeah, at this point, I think he's just gone.
Yeah.
Anyway. It's done.
Yeah, just kind of going through the motions. And I feel before the match, Tom probably thought he had a much better chance, and Morgan probably didn't like his chances that much. Like, Mother Runes is
Tom's
great.
tapped out, so he's just dead, right?
4, 8. He's got 2. He has a plow in his hand.
Well, he has the ooze. Yeah, there you go. So he makes that, and then he just gives both those guys per red, and then attacks for 10.
Oh, he's completely tapped out. Is there a mountain?
Yeah,
okay.
He's completely tapped
All right.
out.
Yep. So
Boom,
protection.
Yep.
Angel. Yeah. And
Well
that's game.
done.
All right. So
That's 10 damages.
So Morgan wins.
Morgan wins.
Yeah.
It's on. Those were not the best goblin draws.
I know they were not they were actually very poor draws.
Yeah.
And the game actually wasn't that exciting. Like when I saw the guy with the backwards hat and the muscle tee, and the other guy wearing the 5-color magic hoodie, I got really excited. I was like, this is gonna be a battle to the end.
Yeah.
But instead, it was just a quick 2-0 for Morgan, and Morgan's gonna advance to the top 4 with his aggressive band deck. It just shows Guy shows up in Legacy, Guy shows up in Type 2. Guy shows
That's
up
really
in
good.
Yeah, so Standard, Legacy, and Modern.